You don't need more motivation. You don't need another productivity hack. What you really need is deep rest. Just rest. Now, before you click off this video and you think to yourself, this is just like obvious stuff, or it's too basic, or, it doesn't apply to me because I haven't worked enough, just hear me out, okay? I'm sitting here on this field where certain crops are grown. Now, in order for crops to grow successfully, farmers know that they can't just keep planting every single day and expect the field to keep producing forever, right? If they did that, the soil would run out of the nutrients that is needed for those crops to grow successfully. So what happens is the farmers deliberately have periods of time where they let the soil, let the field rest, so the soil can recover, and then when it's time to plant new crops again, the crops actually grow faster and more successfully. Now I'm going to propose the idea that our minds are not very different to this field. If we're always cramming in information, if we're always trying to think about new things to do, and we're always planning, we're always stressing out about work, then what happens is we actually run out of the nutrients, the mental nutrients, that our minds need to produce quality ideas, to be creative, to have the energy to keep working at our peak level. If, on the other hand, you give yourself time to just rest and recharge, give yourself time to just be by yourself without needing to have any kind of end goal in mind, right? Something that you're working towards. If you just let yourself be for periods of time, then you actually come back sharper, stronger, more creative, more productive. The problem is, a lot of us, we see this kind of rest as laziness. We see it as something that's a luxury, right? It's only allowed once we've done the hard work, right? We have to earn it. We have to earn rest. And if we don't earn it, if we haven't finished all our work, then we cannot rest. I certainly had this subconscious belief for a while, and it actually has led me to pretty much burning out many times. So what I've found I need to do is I need to deliberately schedule in this rest period into my day. And I need to protect that time. I need to hold it as sacred and something that I do no matter what. I give myself that rest period. Even if I'm having a busy day, even if the day is chaotic, I give myself that time to just be. This is so important, and it's pretty counterintuitive actually, because you wouldn't think that doing nothing would actually help you be more creative, but actually that's exactly the case. In fact, I would argue that the quality of your breaks, the quality of your rest, the quality of your holidays, not just the quantity, I'm talking the quality of it, directly correlates with the results you get in your work and in your creative pursuits. And I'm not just talking about any kind of rest. I'm not just talking about chilling out and like hopping onto your couch and scrolling TikTok. That's not going to reset your CNS. That's not going to give your nervous system a break. What I mean by rest is deliberate time to just be by yourself and let yourself be exactly the way you are without distractions. For a lot of us, that's an uncomfortable thing to like, oh, I gotta face myself, right? I can't distract myself now. What I'm saying is you literally don't, like you don't check your phone, you don't listen to music, you don't read a book, you don't listen to a podcast, you just let yourself be. That's what I mean by deep rest. You might be thinking like, I don't have time for that, man. I got so much shit to do. Like I gotta make money. Like I gotta pay the bills. I gotta hustle, bro. I get that. But what you don't see is that scheduling and prioritizing this kind of rest will actually in turn give you more of what you want. It'll actually make you way more effective with those hours that you're putting in for work. You'll become more productive. You'll be more creative. You'll have a higher degree of output if you give yourself this kind of rest. If you don't, you're going to find that the quality of your focus, the quality of your output decreases over time because you're burning yourself out. And again, it's like this field, you run out of the nutrients necessary to produce at a high level. So yeah, maybe deep down, you already knew this. Maybe you've known it for a while, but you've been overriding it. Because maybe you've been thinking that if you stop, if you pause for a moment, you're going to fall behind. If you've had that belief. But maybe taking this pause, taking this break, taking some rest every day, may be just what you need to take yourself and your work to the next level.